Alrighty, what's up everybody? So, this is the final part of my metal CD collection, which has been a process, dude. It's been like a year and a half I've been working on this, so it's a special occasion, not only because of that, but it's also the last video I'm filming in my current apartment, because my wife and I bought a house, of which we are working on moving into as we speak. So I need to film this so I can put all of this away and haul it 3 blocks away, which is obnoxious. But we're gonna get into it. I am listening to the greatest heavy metal album of all time in the background because we are celebrating. I was like, I don't really feel like listening to this, but I put it on anyway, and I'm immediately dancing around with the cat, you know, the usual things you do with Sabotage Records. And also, I've been saving this beer for a special occasion. It is the Alaskan Brewing Company Gold Medal Beer, the Smoked Porter, the 2023 edition. It has been aging in my fridge, and I am very excited to crack this open, and there is not a better occasion I could think of immediately for having this, because I have other special occasion beers to drink for other things. So let's give it a pour. I'm very, very excited for this. I'm a big fan of porters, and smoked beer can be a hit or miss persuasion for me. Smells really, really good. I like it. Smoked porter is a lot. The roasty elements of the porter kind of taste like almost barrel aged to an extent, but in a peculiar way with a bit of a metallic finish. Regardless, whatever. So it's been almost 2 minutes and I've done nothing. So actually I did. I cracked a beer. How much more important does it get? Anyhow, so this is the box sets and odd-shaped CD cases, being A5 digipacks and DVD case CDs. I'm just going to do the box sets first because I have 3 of them, and they're not in the same line as these. So the first thing I have here is Devoured by the Oak by Can Bard. This is a specialty disc A5 digipack box set that came out when this album came out and is now fetching a pretty penny. So I'll just show you the A5 real quick since I have it right here, and then I'll show you the contents of the box. That amazingly beautiful album cover that I wish you guys could see a little bit better. Here we are. There we go. Really pretty. Really nice looking digipack. Sharp stuff, man. I'm a really big fan of this album. This ranked decently high in my chronology for this year, as long as I remember correctly. I think it was maybe number 3 or maybe number 4. I don't exactly remember, but it's a great record. So I'll show you what is in this box set. So it's just like hard cardstock with a foil emboss, like sigil, whatever their sigil logo thing is. Opens like a shoebox kind of, which is smarter than I am. So it came with this patch, which is kind of cool, I guess. Can Bard Devoured by Oak. I would have honestly just preferred a logo patch. And then it came with, oh, this is my Can Bard review that I did for this album. I completely forgot about that. I typed up notes with bullet points and stuff like that. That's funny, I didn't realize I put that in there. There is a logo pin that is on my jacket, which is put away, so I'm not going to get that, but it's just their logo in pin form, which is this logo, which is a sticker that came with it. Really cool. Then it came with this Northern Silence label sampler, which is cool. This is that artwork that you've seen a million times. It's got a really good roster on it, as you would expect. Lunar Spells, man, Ildfar, Ruda, Eternal Valley. Yeah, it's all the great stuff. Earthshine. Then it came with some other crap like this promo code, some other Northern Silence stuff, and then there's a little booklet flyer that's hand numbered that came with it because it's numbered out of 100. I have number 67. Very cool to have. And it came with that back on there. Looks really good with this kind of like black print on it. And then the last thing that this box set came with is this really banging friggin' flag of the album cover. We'll see if I hang it up in the new place. I might not have as much room as I wish I did for flags. We'll see how it goes. I don't want the room to be too dark. But yeah, killer. Really, really great. Amazing, kind of epic folk metal album. If you guys aren't familiar with Can Bard, I'm sorry for your loss, because you should be familiar. Really great stuff, man. Would highly recommend to anybody who likes anything on the Northern Silence catalog. Next, another box that I have is Dance and Laugh Amongst the Rotten by Karak Angren. It's just a CD box set. I've shown you the CD, so I'm not going to show you again. And here's a digipack thing that came with like some dice. I don't really know why, but there was a little time where I was trying to get more into this band. So it's really nothing interesting. It's just a black box. It came with the CD. Would have been cool if they would have given it the full treatment like Season of Mist does for some of their other albums. I think it's Season of Mist. I don't remember. Regardless, yeah, like the Hate Eternal stuff it is a lot cooler. And then the last box set I have is Scar-Sighted by Leviathan, CD special edition. Did they do a regular press of this? I'm sure they've reissued it, but I haven't really looked. This thing's a real pain to get into, let me tell you. I'm gonna sit here and fight with it for a minute. All for you guys. Anyway, came with a bunch of prints of Rest art in here, a whole bunch of them. I'm not gonna show you guys all the Rest art because it's just amorphous Lovecraftian buffoonery. And then just like a slipcase CD. There's the art on there. There's some of one of his paintings on there. This is a great record. One of the best of the Leviathan catalog. I could think. This is a Profound Lore box set. Really cool stuff, man. But yeah, that's all of the box sets I have. Not a thing that I really buy a lot of. You don't find a lot of good box sets. I do have like a Moon Sorrow one, but it's more of just like a slip sleeve around several CDs. And then I have an Era Baltor one, but it's like just a box with 2 CDs in it. So I'm not going to classify that as this. Oh, I'll put this away later. Anyway, all right, so let's get to these A5 Digis and DVD case CDs. So first one I have is this copy of Caladan Brood's Echoes of Battle on CD, A5 Digipack CD, Northern Silence Press. And please laugh at me in the comments. It's still sealed. I bought it specifically for the nerd factor of just owning it and having the artwork. I have a regular listener copy of the album up there, and then I have an LP. I mostly just need to get the cassette, and I have this on all my formats. This is one of my favorite metal albums ever. So I'm just like collector scumming it up real hard on this album because it's brilliant. It really, really is just everything good about Summoning, but I think this album might be just as good, if not better, than anything Summoning has ever done. I have to say. So I have a couple from Earth and Pillar. So I have Earth 2 and Pillars 1. If you're not familiar with this band, they are an atmospheric-ish black metal band from Italy. Out on Avant-Garde, really nice looking A5 Digi. Really pretty, cool logo, man. I'm a big fan of that. It looks really, really good. This picture is really pretty. Yeah, so some of their stuff is more pretty and some of it is a bit darker and more brooding. It seems as if the Earth records are a little bit more of the pretty side of things, like the albums that are called Earth. And then you have the Pillar albums, which is this one. So yeah, like I said, that's a bit more of an atmospheric black metal style, and this is a bit more of like a Passage de Hiver, kind of bleak, raw, atmospheric, kind of swirly, creepy black metal. Really, really great looking right there. Big fan. I haven't spent a ton of time with either of these releases quite yet, to be completely and totally honest with you, just because I don't know. I haven't been as much of a black metal nut as I was at one point. I still love black metal, don't get me wrong. I just haven't been listening to as much of it as I have other genres. And when I'm in the mood for black metal, I have like new stuff that I need to be listening to. So I've been on that more than anything. Then I have Ulfen by Arab Altor. If you guys don't know this band, they're a Swedish kind of black doom Viking-ish metal band, somewhere in that vicinity. I ordered a big box of stuff from this band a couple of years ago, and they sent me a big package in the mail, which is really, really sick. I have some stuff that is signed. This one I picked this up from somebody on Discogs because it came with a patch, which is on my jacket currently. So also not going to be showing that to you. This is a bit later of an album of theirs, and this is a little bit more on the black metal side than like the Viking doom stuff, the kind of like Viking era of Bathory, Candlemass influence stuff that they're kind of more known for, with stuff like By Honor and the early material in the early 2000s. This is a little bit later, a little bit more of like a folk black metal influence, really, really well put together stuff. Then I have Fata Morgana. If you guys aren't familiar with this project, this is a side project, I guess you could call it, of Mortis. Everybody knows Mortis. So this is actually a dungeon synth release, kind of a dark ambient more than anything. It is kind of dungeon synthy, but it's definitely a very ambient, very creepy album. It just kind of feels desolate as opposed to highly fantastical, as some of the Mortis stuff would be. Really cool record nonetheless, though. If you guys haven't heard this, I would recommend at least giving it a listen and maybe checking out this A5 Digi. I think I got it on HHR, maybe on the Out of Season website. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head, but regardless, man, good stuff. Check this out. Next, I picked this up at Half Price Books as a bit of a blind buy. This is Fjallstorm with Mennet Soul in... I don't even know why I bothered. I don't know anything about Swedish. But yeah, Swedish band. Kind of a folk metal band, maybe a touch of black metal here and there, but this is just a CDR DVD case version of this, so it's early stuff. I believe this was a demo, maybe. This actually might be a French band. I might just be an idiot. I don't know. Regardless, it's out on a French label for sure. Really, really cool stuff, but this is just a folk album. It's like a dark neo-folk album with some clean sung stuff and some more raw kind of electric guitar in the background. Not a lot of singing, if I remember correctly. I haven't listened to it really since, but it's a decent enough kind of neo-folk album from a non-folk album, or from a non-folk band. Then I have Et Pulse of Capitulation, live in East Berlin from Creator. This is just a live record, really, really cool box set from them, or kind of a box ordeal from them. Yeah, it comes out like this, which is really cool. Big fan of that. The slipcase is actually worth owning, which is a rare occasion. So it comes with both the DVD and the CD. As you might imagine, I've never played the DVD because you could just look this up on YouTube, and setting it up on a DVD player is a bit obnoxious. So I mostly bought it for the CD end of it. But regardless, it's really cool. A little set from Creator, man. Great live record, 1990. I mean, come on. So it is, yeah, it's the entire set. And then on the DVD, you have a documentary, and then you have some director's cut stuff added onto the end. The Creator horror movie, which I don't think I've ever watched. Maybe I should watch that. That would be kind of interesting. But it's a great set of Creator classics from Extreme Aggression and before. Then I have an album from, who even are you? Frost Steel. I don't remember much of anything about this. I feel as if I was gifted this, maybe by Classy Metal. Maybe? I don't remember where I got this from. It might have been Rick from the Dreadful Minutes. I don't remember anything about it, and I usually would look things up before I talk about them, but honestly, I did not notice that this was in my pile, to be completely honest with you. So I can't really say anything about it. I don't remember what it is, who they are. Frost Steel is eluding me. Oh yeah. Next, I have a great kind of epic black metal album, Age of Darkness and Frost by Moon and Azura's Shadow. This is a banging record. So it's kind of your like really epic and bombastic, almost symphonic, atmospheric-y black metal kind of stuff, if you get my drift. And then part of it's kind of like a a bit of like a quote-unquote winter synth album, as I heard Marty Worm say it once, and I kind of like the tag, so I'm calling it that. It's really kind of epic and bombastic, synth-heavy black metal with a lot of big interludes in it. Really, really great album cover. This was the background of my phone for a while, just because I love the album art so much. Sorry, very distracting album for me to have in the background of a video. Great record though, nonetheless. If you guys haven't heard this Moon is a Shadow record, I would highly recommend it. Then, I have a comp from Moonblood. This is Teutonic Warriors of the Moon. I don't listen to this band like ever anymore. Not really something I'm super interested in most of the time. Just not really my style these days. I'll show it to you regardless. Pixelated, super grainy image of Moonblood on the front there. Some random other stuff in the middle of it. Not the greatest shape. The DVD CD thing is coming out a little bit. But you know, it is Moonblood stuff. They did some other stuff. They're split with Evil, and it's just like an advertisement inside your CD. So I'd imagine this is definitely some kind of bootleg, which I'd imagine most Moonblood stuff would be, just because I don't think they've legally reissued much at all, actually. I don't know, but I have a couple from Mortis is here as well. So I have this one. And then I have this one, Andin's whatever. This is, and then I have this one, which is the Song of a Long Forgotten Ghost. So this is like the first demo, and then the first two albums. I have pretty much all of the albums on one format or another. So I'll just give you a quick look through on these guys. Who did these? Funeral Industries and Omnipresence collaborated on reissuing these Mortis albums. Spooky image on the front. That might be the original demo cover. I don't remember exactly. This is a particularly raw rendition of the Mortis style. Really dark and creepy, synth heavy, yeah, but it's all synth, obviously. And then this one, which they all have alternate album covers, as far as I can recollect. Classic stuff in the dungeon synth genre. A few things get dorkier than Mortis, dude, let me tell you. And then I have this one, which is like the cult classic, I guess you could say, which is Anda's whatever it is. I think it's the second full length from Mortis. It looks really good. I have the CD. I have the first press on CD that is missing the back, which is obnoxious. But I do have like the first press CD and booklet, which is you know, up in my Dungeon Synth section there. And that's more of my listener copy than anything. Which probably shouldn't be, considering it is an early press, but it is incomplete, so I don't feel too bad. Also, who doesn't play their pressings? Never mind, I just showed you a sealed Caladan Brood CD. Scratch that. So I have some Passage de Hiver with Egshin Shungang, something like that, I don't know. This is a way too big A5 digipack. It doesn't fit in any of my DVD case sleeves. Which is annoying because I like to put this stuff in protective sleeves, especially things that are more rare. Passage de Hiver is not incredibly rare, but rare enough to where I wouldn't want to scuff it and destroy it. This is kind of like a harder cardstock. I don't remember exactly where I got this, but it's three tracks. This is one of those kind of 3 riffs per song kind of bands for like 8 or 10 minutes at a time, if not longer. Really great record from these Swiss black metal legends. Next, Perceiving the World with Hate by Stryborg, whatever you want to call them. This is a Tasmanian black metal band I'm sure you guys are mostly familiar with. This is one of the earliest Stryborg albums I bought, one of like something I got probably in high school. I've had this for a while, and I've always liked this band. I've always liked this album in particular. This one is really great, and Ghostwood Lands is really cool. I like the like Nightmare Fuel kind of thing that Stryborg has going on. It's like supposed to be tranquil sounding, but it's really eerie and uncomfortable more than it is nightmare, more than it is like comforting and ambient. It's really pretty. pretty creepy album, man, entirely. Really cool streetwork stuff. I have other stuff up there like you've seen before. Then I have one from Vehemence, which is Ordalis. I believe this is their most new record. This ranked decently high in my 22 year-end list, I think it was, 2022. I don't remember exactly, but really nice looking album art. Really cool stuff, man. Really folky, medieval sounding black metal. A lot of chanty kind of like knights in a drinking hall singing songs of war style to the clean vocals, and then some great melodic instrumentation all around. Really decent stuff, man. Check out Vehemence if you've not, or Vehemence. Then I have a CD from Vidard, which is In Sauver Winterweg. I don't know, man. German band, second record. It's kind of a depressive black metal sort of deal. I also picked this up from Half Price Books with the Fajong Long Toward whatever album. I just like, I saw these there and they were pretty cheap, and I was like, this is a really random thing to run up on in the wild, let alone in a Half Price Books. So I had to snag it, and I have one of their other albums up there, and I actually like that other album quite a bit more. This one's a lot more raw and a little bit less palatable to my current listening habits, but nonetheless decent enough to stick around in the collection. Cool to have. And then the last thing I'm showing here is All Reflections Drained by Zasther. So this is a reissue of some of their earlier stuff. I believe this might be a comp. Don't quote me on that because I frankly don't remember. But nice, rock solid A5 DVD kind of digi thing. Yeah, 2-disc set. Pretty cool. I kind of like this, even though it's a bit of a pain to get stuff in and out. Yeah, I don't know what the second disc is. I think that's the comp, and then, okay, hang on. Here we go. New full-length CD by Zasther includes bonus discs of unreleased and otherwise unavailable material. So, not a reissue. I'm a moron. Don't listen to me talk because I'm stupid. But yeah, some Zasther stuff you guys have all heard. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to cut it at that. My phone's running out of storage, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'll see you in the new house. See you later. Keep it greasy.